everyone! Frankie Fractured here from Microfractured, the secondary team of the studio. Welcome back to our video series where we show you behind the scenes of all the game jams we participated in. This time, we took on the Artist Tavern Game Jam of 2025. A jam with a week-long deadline. Well, it would have been a week for us, but we began on day 2. With the theme of extremes already announced for the Fantasy Game Jam and a team hurriedly assembled, we had to go from 0 to a finished product in only 6 days? No pressure, right? Let's go! Day 2, our day 1, was all about mechanics. Our programmer Lucas got straight to work, setting up the base code for the game while the team's artists put their heads together to solidify the game's story and art style. We started off with a rush of ideas, all ranging from platformers with unique gimmicks to a skill-based game, but in the end, we ended up with a magical beast girl shoot-'em-up. The gameplay? The player can either shoot enemies or activate a shield to absorb projectiles, but never both at the same time. Not to mention, you gotta be careful where you fly in the sky, lest you run into an enemy and get knocked out. And to tie into the theme, you play as the villain, out to siphon the magic of all that is good in the world. What's more extreme than a dragon? That's right, our playable character became a fierce, magic-wielding dragon girl. On the start of day 3, Viabyte sketched up the initial designs and even animated a rough flying cycle. Meanwhile, Lucas revisited the prototype, proving the attack-defense system could work. With everyone hard at work, there was only one spot on the team left to fill. Enter Connor, a talented musician whose skills readily came to answer the call of the game. With the finalized design of our Dragon Girl in place, Viabyte moved on to designing the enemies, while Lucas refined movement and integrated the sprites. Connor dropped some banger music tracks, already catchy, but missing that fantasy touch. With plenty of feedback, fine-tuning the look and feel of our characters, and little touch-ups to the soundtrack, the game was taking shape, but we still had a long way to go. After a great night's sleep, we began day 4. Viabyte got to work on creating more enemies, like cute kamikaze ghost girls and harpy girls to ramp up the challenge. Connor completed the music track and the game was coming along nicely. The environmental artist, Bites T, set off to work closely with Lucas, coming up with a serene forest backdrop. There were some complications at first, however. With the backgrounds added in, testing showed that the images weren't scrolling cohesively, a line abruptly cutting through the background while we soared through the skies. But not to worry. Bites T revisited the background with Lucas, editing it into a fully scrollable image with no problem. Things were looking great. With 4 days down and 2 more to go, the team carried on to day 5. The game was functioning properly and all the characters looked amazing. It was just missing something. A little extra to boost it along the way. But what was it? Oh, that's right, we needed sound effects. Luke came in clutch with the sound design, coming to the rescue when the team needed sound bites. He and Lucas worked really well together, bouncing ideas off one another while Lucas added the sounds into the game with ease. With this being Mini Fractured's first game together, things were coming along really well by the 6th day. But they still had one more thing to tackle, making the itch.io page. Thankfully, Quinn stepped up and stepped in, using the gorgeous assets made by Viabyte and Bites T to put together a nice little background for the site, all while keeping up with Mini Fractured in order to create an accurate description of the game. Not much was left aside from waiting for a few last assets, and then proper testing could begin. We were really cutting it close by day 7. With the timer counting down until submissions were to close, everyone jumped in, helping Lucas with testing, while Quinn grabbed video footage of the gameplay for proper submission. It was nerve-inducing as the hours turned into minutes, waiting for the footage to upload to YouTube. But in the end, the team submitted the game on time, beating the clock by a whole 2 minutes and 47 seconds. What's that? The game jam was extended by another 24 hours? No biggie. This just gives us more time to refine. Let's go! We used the extra time to clean up a bit more, adding a new font to the game and readjusting the UI. Quinn got to work on a fun infographic to show the player what controls were needed for the game, and maintain the look of a magic circle. Lucas speedily made changes to the UI, and Bites T put together a really beautiful cover image for the game. And before we knew it, Mini Fractured had finished their first game together. Go show them some love and support by playing a turtle essence at studiofractured.itch.io, link in the description.